Hello everyone, hope you're fine. Are you sometimes wondering whether to say easier or more easy? Are you unsure whether you should say worse than or worse as? Then join me in this video for a review of comparatives and superlatives of adjectives and adverbs. Then we're going to look at some common mistakes that you might be making with them. Finally, we will end this video with an exercise so you can check your understanding. So when you're ready, we can begin. We need first to know, what's an adjective? Adjectives are words that describe or modify other words, making your writing and speaking much more specific and a whole lot more interesting. What's a comparative adjective? A comparative adjective compares someone or something with someone or something else. For example, Karen is shorter than Bob. Another example, physics is more interesting than math. What's a superlative adjective? A superlative adjective compares someone or something to every other person or object in the group. For example, Karen is shorter than all her siblings. This means Karen is the shortest child. Another example, physics is more interesting than all other subjects. This means physics is the most interesting subject. Let's explain more. Here we have three animals: a dog, a horse, and an elephant. How can we compare these animals? Let's compare the dog and the elephant with the adjective fast. A dog is faster than an elephant. Faster is a comparative adjective which compares two animals. Now let's compare the horse with the other two animals. The horse is the fastest of the three animals. Fastest here is the superlative adjective which compares something to other things in the same group. Can you figure out the structure of the comparatives and superlatives? Let's see together. For example, Dawn is taller than Harry. What is the structure? It's a verb plus comparative adjective plus than. Another example. The broccoli is the healthiest food here. The structure is verb plus the plus superlative adjective. It's time now to learn how to form comparatives and superlatives. Let's discuss the following table. For one-syllable adjective, like cold, dark, the comparative will be colder, darker, by adding er. And the superlative will be coldest, darkest, by adding est. With one syllable ending in e, like cute, fine. The comparative will be cuter, finer, by adding only r. And the superlative will be cutest, finest, by adding only st. Ending in consonant plus vowel plus consonant. For example, big, hot. The comparative will be bigger, hotter. Here, we double the consonant letter before adding ER. And the superlative will be biggest, hottest. Again, we will double the consonant before the EST. What about the two syllables ending in Y? Like happy, sunny. The comparative will be happier, sunnier. Here we drop the Y to add IER. And with the superlative will be happiest, sunniest. Again, we will drop the Y and add IEST. And finally, with two or more syllables, like dangerous, interesting, the comparative will be more dangerous, more interesting. And the superlative will be most dangerous, most interesting. What about more examples? For the comparative, Mary is older than Pete. Cows are bigger than chickens. Jane is more excited than Simon. David is angrier than his wife. With the superlative, this is the most dangerous place in the world. And Helen runs the fastest. Now, it's time for exceptions. There are a few irregular adjectives and adverbs. Let's see together. Good will be better in the comparative and will be the best in the superlative. Bad will be worse in the comparative and the worst in the superlative. Many and much, both of them will be more in the comparative and the most in the superlative. Far, it will be either farther or further in the comparative form and the farthest or the furthest in the superlative form. Exceptions 2. A few two-syllable adjectives can take either ER and EST or more and most. Some common ones are quiet, polite, simple, friendly, lovely. For example, my area is quieter than yours, or my area is more quiet than yours. Exception 3. With these common one-syllable adjectives, you should use more and most instead of ER and EST. Like ill, real, right, wrong, fun. For example, swimming is more fun than jogging. That brings us to the common mistakes. Common mistake 1. A common mistake is to use ER or more instead of EST or most. You may hear she's the nicer person I know, but you should say she's the nicest person I know. You may also hear she's the more intelligent person I know. But you should say, she's the most intelligent person I know. Common mistake number 2. Another common mistake is to use more and ER or both, EST and most. You may hear, he is more quicker than me, but you should say, she's quicker than me. You can hear, he is the most quickest runner in class, but you should say, he is the quickest runner in class. Common mistake number 3. Another common mistake is to use as instead of than or vice versa. He is quicker as me. This is wrong. You have to say he's quicker than me. But if you want to use similarity or equality, you can say he is as quick as me. Now, let's check your exercises. Choose the correct form of the word in brackets to complete each sentence. Make sure you add the words the, more, most, and than when necessary. For example, could you speak, please? Between brackets, slow. So you have to say, could you speak more slowly, please? Number 1. Yesterday, I finished work usual. Late. It will be yesterday, I finished work later than usual. Number 2. Roses smell tulip. Between brackets, good. So roses smell better than tulips. This is story I have ever heard. Between brackets, amazing. This is the most amazing story I have ever heard. Number 4, she earns me. Between brackets, little. She earns less than me. And finally, I sleep you. Between brackets, much. Number 5, I sleep more than you. Hope you enjoyed our video, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Edu channel. Always develop yourself.